In the stillness of the night, as the moonlight softly dances upon the waters, the whispers of the Nile beckon us to listen, to feel the gentle ebb and flow of history cradled within its embrace. The Nile is more than just a river, it is the lifeblood of a civilization, winding its way through the heart of ancient Egypt, nurturing the land and its people for centuries. Picture it, the sun rising over the horizon, casting a golden glow across the tranquil waters, as the river glistens like a ribbon of silver, shimmering under the vast Egyptian sky. As we drift along this ancient waterway, we can imagine the lush banks lined with tall reeds, where the songs of birds fill the air, weaving a melody that speaks of life and abundance. The Nile flows gracefully, its waters carrying not just fish and reeds, but the very essence of a culture that would rise to greatness, rooted in the gifts this river bestowed upon them. It is here, in this serene landscape, that the magic of ancient Egypt began to flourish, nurtured by the cycles of the river that shaped the land and its people. The Nile, a sanctuary for both nature and humanity, would transform the arid desert into fertile fields, where grains would flourish and crops would thrive. Imagine the farmers, their hands deep in the rich soil, planting seeds that would grow strong and bountiful, all thanks to the gentle caress of the Nile. With each overflow, the river would bring with it a promise of sustenance, the wet earth nourishing the roots of life. This cycle, this gift of the Nile, would be revered as a divine blessing, an essential thread in the tapestry of existence, binding the people to the rhythm of nature. As we allow ourselves to be carried downstream, we can hear the stories of ancient Egyptians, their lives woven intricately with the Nile's currents. Along its banks, the first settlements began to sprout, as clusters of homes and communities emerged, united by the shared dependence on this life-giving water. Families would gather to fish and play, their laughter echoing through the reeds, as the river flowed steadily beside them, a constant companion in their daily lives. The Nile was not just a source of survival, it was a source of connection, a place where friendships were forged and traditions were born. In this land of ancient wonders, the Nile became a sacred symbol, revered and celebrated in countless ways. Artists would capture its beauty in intricate hieroglyphs, while poets would sing its praises, their words flowing like the waters themselves, rich with emotion and reverence. The river would come to embody the very essence of life, a reminder of the delicate balance between humanity and nature. As we listen closely, we can almost hear the soft murmurs of those long gone, their voices carried by the gentle breeze, whispering secrets of an era steeped in mystery. The Nile's importance extended beyond mere survival, it was the very foundation of the society that would rise along its banks. It fostered trade and communication, connecting distant lands and peoples, allowing ideas and goods to flow as freely as the waters themselves. We can envision the bustling markets, vibrant with colors and sounds, where traders would exchange goods, their voices mingling in a harmonious symphony of commerce. The Nile was the lifeline that fostered prosperity, a river of dreams that fed the ambitions of a growing civilization. As the sun begins to set, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, we are reminded of the spiritual significance the Nile held for the ancient Egyptians. It was seen as a divine entity, a pathway to the afterlife, guiding souls on their final journey. The river was a symbol of rebirth, embodying the cyclical nature of existence, where life and death danced together in a tender embrace. In the soft glow of twilight, we can almost feel the presence of the gods, watching over the waters, ensuring that their blessings would continue to flow. The whispers of the Nile carry us deeper into the heart of ancient Egypt, where the land and the river intertwine in a beautiful tapestry of history and humanity. It is here that we can find solace, a reminder of the strength found in unity and the nurturing power of nature. As we allow ourselves to be lulled by the gentle currents and the soothing sounds of the water, we can close our eyes and drift into a peaceful slumber, dreaming of the wonders that unfolded along this magnificent river. In the embrace of the Nile, we find the roots of a civilization that has left an indelible mark on the world. The whispers we hear are not just echoes of the past, they are promises of continuity, of life, of a legacy that endures. With each breath, we draw in the essence of the river, letting its calm wash over us, as we surrender to the soothing flow of history that invites us to rest, to dream, and to find peace in the loving arms of the Nile. The Nile, gentle and unwavering, unfolds like a silver ribbon through the heart of ancient Egypt, a source of sustenance, a cradle of civilization. Each year, as the sun bids farewell to the horizon, a deep stillness settles over the banks, whispering secrets that reach back to time immemorial. The river, with its serene grace, prepares to embrace the land in a soft, fertile flood, transforming the dusty earth into a lush tapestry of life. It is this annual gift, a blessing from the heavens, that stirs life into being, painting the landscape with vibrant hues of green and gold. As the waters rise, they bring with them the rich silt of the Nile, a treasure that nourishes the soil and awakens the dormant seeds, coaxing them to burst into life. The farmers, guided by the rhythmic pulse of the river, begin their gentle toil, planting crops that will sustain not just themselves but entire communities. With each seed sown, hope unfurls, a promise of nourishment that fills the air with anticipation. The cycle of planting and harvesting becomes a sacred dance, harmonizing with the very heartbeat of the earth, as day fades into night and the stars twinkle softly above. The charm of the Nile extends beyond mere agriculture. It serves as a pathway, a lifeline that connects villages and people, fostering a spirit of unity and shared purpose. It is along these banks that families gather, colors of daily life weaving together in a vibrant tapestry of existence. Children play along the shores, their laughter mingling with the gentle lapping of water against the reeds, while adults engage in heartfelt conversations, the warmth of community wrapping around them like a comforting cloak. The river nurtures not just the land but the bonds between those who call it home. As the sun rises higher in the sky, the air is filled with the sweet scent of ripening fruits and the earthy aroma of freshly turned soil. The farmers, with hands stained by the earth, share knowledge passed down through generations, each lesson a thread in the intricate fabric of their livelihood. They speak of the river's moods, the importance of its yearly rhythm, and how it shapes their very existence. Their words flow like the water itself, weaving tales of resilience and gratitude, reminding all who listen of the precious gift bestowed upon them. With each passing day, the Nile continues its sacred journey, crafting a landscape that breathes life and prosperity. The harvests swell with abundance, and the markets come alive with the vibrant colors of fruits and vegetables, the air rich with the sounds of bartering voices and merry laughter. The towns grow, expanding like the river in flood, each settlement a testament to the harmony between the people and the life-giving waters that embrace them. From the bustling streets filled with vendors to the quiet corners where families gather to share their meals, the Nile pulses through every moment, every interaction. As the seasons change, so too does the rhythm of life. The once flooded fields gradually recede, revealing a canvas of fertile soil ready to support the next cycle of growth. The farmers, now stewards of the land, watch with joy as their efforts manifest in golden waves of grain, swaying gently in the breeze. It is a sight that evokes a sense of peace, each stalk a reminder of the connection they share with the river that cradles their existence. Together, they celebrate the bounty, gathering under the shade of palm trees to partake in feasts that honor the earth and the waters that sustain them. The Nile is more than a river, it is a teacher, a storyteller whispering the secrets of life into the ears of those willing to listen. Stories of gods and goddesses, of creation and rebirth, flow alongside the waters, enriching the cultural tapestry of ancient Egypt. The people find solace in these tales, drawing strength and inspiration from the teachings that echo through the ages. They honor the river, crafting rituals and celebrations that pay homage to its life-giving essence, a testament to their gratitude for the abundance it provides. As twilight descends, casting a warm glow over the land, the Nile reflects the hues of the setting sun, a shimmering mirror of tranquility that invites reflection and contemplation. The day winds down, and the gentle sounds of the river lull the weary to rest. The whispers of the past linger in the air, wrapping around each individual like a soft embrace, connecting them not only to the land but to each other, to the very essence of life itself. In this sacred moment, as night blankets the world, the Nile continues its eternal flow, a reminder of the cycles that sustain us all. It carries with it the dreams, hopes, and aspirations of those who have come before, cradling them in its depths as it whispers softly to the stars above. The gift of the Nile is not just the sustenance it provides, but the life it nurtures, the bonds it forges, and the stories it carries, inviting all who seek solace to lean into its embrace and drift into a peaceful slumber, cradled by the tranquil rhythm of ancient Egypt. As the gentle waters of the Nile continue their serene flow, the early settlements begin to unfurl like delicate petals, each one a testament to the harmony between humanity and nature. Along the fertile banks, where the rich silt of the river meets the warmth of the sun, small communities emerge, nestled in the embrace of the land. Here, life flourishes in simplicity, where the whispers of the Nile guide the hands of those who have chosen to dwell in its presence. Imagine small clusters of homes, woven from the reeds and mud, standing quietly against the backdrop of vast, golden fields. As the sun rises, soft hues of pink and orange paint the sky, inviting the villagers to awaken and greet a new day filled with possibility. The scent of damp earth and blooming papyrus fills the air, mingling with the gentle sounds of birds awakening from their slumber. Children laugh and play, their voices like a gentle melody, echoing through the stillness as they chase one another in the warm embrace of the morning sun. In these early settlements, the rhythm of life is simple and soothing. Men and women cultivate the land, their hands working in harmony with the seasons. They plant seeds in the rich soil, coaxing forth grains and vegetables, while the Nile provides fish that glisten like silver beneath the water's surface. Every meal shared becomes a moment of connection, woven into the fabric of their lives. Families gather around the hearth, savoring the warmth of their shared sustenance and the glow of companionship, as laughter blends with the crackling of firewood. As the days pass, the communities grow, their bonds deepening like the roots of the palms that stand sentinel along the riverbank. Neighbors become friends, exchanging stories and wisdom, sharing in both joys and sorrows. The evening sky transforms into a canvas of stars, each twinkling light a reminder of the vastness of their world, yet within this expanse, they find comfort in their togetherness. Here, in the heart of these settlements, they understand that life is not just about survival, but about nurturing connections that create a sense of belonging. Among these early villagers, a profound reverence for the Nile is born. They recognize it as a lifeblood, not merely a source of water, but as a sacred force that shapes their existence. Festivals arise, celebrating the river's bounty, with songs sung into the night, crafting a tapestry of joy and gratitude. The waves lap gently against the shore, echoing the heartbeats of the people who rely on its generosity, instilling a sense of peace that envelopes them like a warm blanket. As time flows onward, the settlements evolve, becoming more than just collections of homes. They become places of gathering and exchange, where artisans create beautiful pottery and skilled weavers bring vibrant patterns to life. The hum of labor fills the air, soothing like a lullaby, as life takes on a rhythm that mirrors the gentle current of the Nile. Each item crafted tells a story, a piece of history woven into the very fabric of their existence. With the passing seasons, the villages grow in intricacy, and the bonds between them strengthen. Trade routes begin to form, connecting these small communities to one another, allowing the exchange of goods, ideas, and dreams. The hustle and bustle of trade brings a new energy, filling the air with excitement and possibility. From distant lands come exotic spices and beautiful textiles, while the villagers share their grains and fish, each gift a symbol of trust and friendship. Yet, through all this growth, the essence of simplicity remains. The sound of laughter, the warmth of friendship, and the joy found in the smallest moments continue to weave through their lives like the gentle flow of the Nile. They gather beneath swaying palms, sharing stories of their ancestors, feeling the weight of history resting lightly upon their shoulders, guiding them as they navigate the path ahead. As night falls, casting a serene blanket of darkness, the stars shimmer like 1,000 watchful eyes, keeping vigil over the sleepy settlements. Each flickering light seems to whisper ancient truths, reminding the villagers of their connection to the cosmos and to one another. They gather once more to share the warmth of the fire, their faces illuminated by its soft glow, and in that moment, a deep sense of peace washes over them. The early settlements along the Nile are not just places of residence, they are cradles of life, nurturing both the body and the spirit. Each home, each gathering, echoes with laughter and love, wrapping around the people like a tender embrace. Here, in this tranquil space, they find solace in their togetherness, knowing that they are part of something far greater than themselves, a continuous journey, flowing like the timeless river that nourishes their souls. In this serene landscape, the early settlers of ancient Egypt drift into dreams under the watchful gaze of the stars, their hearts full of hope and harmony. As the waters of the Nile continue to whisper their secrets, the stories of these humble beginnings intertwine with the stars above, a gentle reminder that belonging is woven into the very fabric of existence, cradled in the softness of the night. As the soft murmur of the Nile flows gently through the valleys of time, a new chapter unfolds in the tranquil embrace of ancient Egypt. In this sacred land, where the sun kisses the earth and shadows stretch gracefully across the sands, powerful pharaohs emerge from the horizon, uniting the two kingdoms of Upper and Lower Egypt. With crowns adorned in gold and hearts filled with purpose, these kings and queens become symbols of hope and strength, guiding their people toward a future filled with promise. Each pharaoh, a beacon of wisdom and authority, brings order to the realm, crafting a tapestry of unity that envelopes the land like a warm embrace. Their reigns are marked by the blossoming of civilization, where art flourishes, and the whispers of the past guide their decisions. The Nile, ever present, nurtures the soil, and with it, the dreams of the people take root, grounded in the vision of their leaders. As the pharaohs rise, so too does the reverence for the divine. These rulers are not merely men and women of flesh and blood, they embody the essence of the gods, their presence a bridge between the mortal world and the celestial. They are seen as guardians of Ma'at, the principle of order and truth, ensuring that harmony prevails within the kingdom. With each sunrise, their power radiates through the land, casting a golden glow that awakens the ambitions and hopes of their subjects. The unification of Egypt is a delicate dance, a harmonious merging of traditions and cultures that echoes through the ages. The pharaohs orchestrate this symphony, fostering alliances and encouraging trade, as the rivers of the Nile carry not only water but also the wealth of the earth. Goods flow from one village to another, and ideas intermingle like the gentle breeze that rustles the papyrus reeds along the banks. It is a time of abundance, where the fruits of labor blossom under the watchful eyes of the rulers, who inspire their people to create and innovate. Monuments rise from the sands, standing as testament to the greatness of these ancient leaders. The pyramids, with their majestic forms, pierce the sky, like the souls of pharaohs ascending to the heavens. They are not mere structures of stone, they are the very embodiment of eternal life, crafted with the love and devotion of countless hands. Each block, carefully placed, tells a story of dedication and reverence, a narrative woven into the landscape of Egypt, where the past and present embrace in a timeless dance. In the heart of the kingdom, the majestic temples serve as sanctuaries for worship and reflection, their walls adorned with intricate carvings that breathe life into the stories of the gods and their earthly representatives. The pharaohs, in their wisdom, recognized the importance of spirituality, guiding their people in the pursuit of divine connection. Rituals unfold with grace, as offerings are made to the deities, and prayers rise like fragrant incense, curling into the night sky, carrying the hopes of a nation. As the sun sets, casting a warm glow over the land, the pharaohs gather their advisors, weaving dreams into the fabric of reality. Together, they craft policies and visions, laying the groundwork for a legacy that will echo through time. Their decisions shape the lives of the people, ensuring that the harmony of the kingdom remains intact, that the whispers of the Nile continue to flow, carrying with them the stories of love, loss, and triumph. With every passing year, the influence of the pharaohs expands, their reigns becoming a tapestry rich with color and texture. They embrace the wisdom of their predecessors, honoring traditions while fostering innovation. The arts flourish under their patronage, as sculptures and paintings bloom like flowers in the sun, capturing the essence of life and beauty. The echoes of their creativity ripple through the ages, inspiring generations to come. Yet, even in this golden age, challenges arise, testing the resolve of the pharaohs and their subjects. Droughts may threaten the harvest, and external forces may seek to disrupt the peace. But with resilience in their hearts, the pharaohs rise to meet adversity with courage and compassion. They remind their people of the strength that lies within unity, and together, they weather the storms, emerging stronger and more determined than ever. As the night deepens and the stars shimmer above, the legacy of the pharaohs continues to unfold, a gentle reminder of the power of leadership and the importance of connection. Their stories linger in the air, whispered by the winds that dance across the dunes, inviting the listener to dream of a time when the world was shaped by the hands of those who believed in the beauty of harmony. With each breath, the tales of these majestic rulers weave into the dreams of those who surrender to the calm of the night. The past melds with the present, and the spirit of ancient Egypt finds a home within the hearts of those who seek peace. In this serene embrace, the stories of the pharaohs continue to inspire, reminding us that even in the quietest moments, the echoes of greatness can guide us toward a brighter tomorrow. As the stars twinkle above the endless desert, the calming whispers of the Nile continue to flow softly, cradling the land in a gentle embrace. Here, under the vast Egyptian sky, the magnificent pyramids rise, their grand forms touching the heavens, each stone a testament to the unwavering belief in the afterlife and the eternal journey of the soul. The construction of these colossal structures was more than mere labor, it was a sacred act, infused with reverence and purpose, as the ancient Egyptians poured their hopes and dreams into every block and beam, shaping not just their monuments, but their very destiny. Imagine the scene, a horizon kissed by the sun, casting warm golden hues over the landscape as the first rays of dawn break. The air is filled with a mix of excitement and tranquility as workers gather, their hearts beating in rhythm with the soft lapping of the Nile's waters. These men and women, united in their cause, are filled with a profound understanding of their place in the grand tapestry of life and death. Each one sees the pyramids not just as structures, but as gateways to the afterlife, a bridge between this world and the next, where pharaohs would journey among the stars. With skilled hands and unwavering determination, they began the meticulous process of cutting and transporting massive limestone blocks, each one weighing several tons. The sound of chiseling resonates like a calming lullaby, echoing across the sand. As they worked tirelessly, they shared stories of the gods and the cosmos, infusing their labor with a sense of spirituality, a belief that their efforts would ensure the pharaoh's safe passage into eternity. Each stroke of the chisel, each movement of the stone, was steeped in the knowledge that they were crafting something sacred, something that would stand the test of time, holding within its walls the very essence of life after death. Days turned to months, and months to years, as the pyramids began to rise majestically from the ground, their forms taking shape like earthly mountains. The sight was breathtaking, a marvel of human ingenuity that reflected the deep connection the ancient Egyptians had with the earth and the cosmos. Each pyramid, each grand structure built in honor of a pharaoh, was aligned with the stars, standing in harmony with the universe. It was a celestial dance of stone and light, where every angle and every curve was designed to guide the soul on its journey to the afterlife, illuminating the path with the gentle glow of the sun. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a soft twilight across the desert, the workers would gather to reflect on their day's efforts. They would share laughter, stories, and dreams, their hearts filled with a sense of community and purpose. In the soft glow of oil lamps, they would speak of the great pyramids that would one day reach towards the heavens, and how their toil would echo through the ages, a legacy of love and devotion to their rulers. Each night, the pyramids grew taller, a silent promise of the greatness to come, standing proudly against the backdrop of the midnight sky. The ancient Egyptians understood the significance of these monumental structures, recognizing that their pharaohs were not merely rulers but divine beings, connected to the gods. These grand edifices were built as a final resting place, a home for the deceased, filled with treasures and offerings to assist them in their journey beyond the veil of life. The pyramids were designed not just for the living, but for the celestial beings who would traverse the skies, ensuring that the spirit of the pharaoh would rise and shine among the stars, forever part of the cosmos. With each passing year, the pyramids transformed the landscape, becoming symbols of strength and stability, reflecting the soul of a civilization that revered both life and death. They stood as beacons of hope, drawing the curious and the seeker alike, whispering secrets of an ancient world filled with mystery and magic. The very act of building them became a ritual, a ceremony of love and faith, each stone laid with intention and care, echoing the belief that death was not an end, but a new beginning, a journey into the great unknown. As the pyramids reached their majestic heights, an air of tranquility enveloped the land, as if the very earth was cradling these structures in a gentle embrace. The ancient Egyptians would gaze upon their creations with pride, knowing that they were not just building for the present, but for eternity. Within these stone giants lay the essence of a culture that understood the importance of honoring their beliefs, their loved ones, and their connection to the divine. And so, as the night deepens, and the moon casts its silver light upon the sleeping sands, the pyramids stand silent and serene, forever watching over the valley, their stories woven into the fabric of time. In this peaceful slumber, they hold the secrets of the past, the hopes of the present, and the dreams of the future, reminding us that within the stillness of the night lies the promise of something greater, a journey that transcends the earthly realm, guiding us towards the light of the stars. Here, in the gentle embrace of the cosmos, the spirit of ancient Egypt continues to shine brightly, inviting all who seek solace to rest and dream among the echoes of eternity. As we drift deeper into the embrace of ancient Egypt, we find ourselves surrounded by the whispers of divinity, where the heart of religion beats softly, pulsing through the very fabric of daily life. The Egyptians looked to a vast pantheon of gods and goddesses, each with their own essence and purpose, weaving a tapestry of belief that enveloped every moment of existence. In the stillness of the night, the whispering winds carry tales of these deities, who watched over the land like gentle guardians, guiding the rhythms of life with their divine influence. At the center of this sacred world was Ra, the sun god, who journeyed across the sky each day, illuminating the earth with warmth and light. His radiant presence was a reminder of the cycle of life, from dawn's tender embrace to the deep, comforting shades of dusk. Each sunrise was a rebirth, a chance to honor him through rituals and prayers, and each sunset marked a moment of gratitude as the day came to a close. The Egyptians understood that their lives were intricately linked to the sun's passage, and they celebrated this connection through festivals and offerings, creating a rhythm of devotion that echoed through time. Beside Ra stood his counterpart, Isis, the goddess of motherhood and magic, whose gentle spirit nurtured the hearts of the people. She embodied compassion and healing, offering solace to those in need. In temples adorned with delicate carvings and soft, flickering flames, rituals honoring Isis filled the air with sweet incense and soothing chants, inviting the faithful to seek her guidance in matters of love and family. The warmth of her essence lingered in every household, where small shrines were made to honor her, providing a refuge for prayers and dreams. As the Egyptians moved through their days, they encountered a multitude of other deities, each a reflection of nature's wonders and the mysteries of life. Osiris, the god of the afterlife and rebirth, stood as a symbol of hope, representing the eternal cycle of life and death. The rituals surrounding his worship brought comfort to those who mourned, assuring them that death was not the end but rather a passage to another realm, where the spirit could live on in peace. In hushed tones, families would gather to remember their loved ones, lighting candles and sharing stories, their voices weaving a blanket of connection that transcended time. Horus, the falcon-headed god, soared above, embodying the skies and kingship, reminding the Egyptians of the divine right to rule. His presence was felt in the hearts of pharaohs, who sought his favor to guide them in their leadership, striving to uphold truths and bring prosperity to their people. The rituals of coronation were infused with the essence of Horus, marking the beginning of a leader's journey under the watchful gaze of the divine, ensuring that the bond between the mortal and celestial realms remained strong and vibrant. In every corner of life, the gods and goddesses were invoked, their names whispered in prayers and etched in sacred texts. Temples became the heart of every community, places where the divine met the earthly, where the soft glow of oil lamps illuminated the faces of the faithful as they sought solace in the ritualistic dances and hymns that filled the air like a gentle breeze. The chanting of priests resonated like the flowing waters of the Nile, carrying messages of devotion and gratitude to the heavens above, inviting the deities to witness their lives, each moment woven into the grand tapestry of existence. Agriculture, too, was touched by the divine. The blessings of Hapi, the god of the Nile, were sought after as farmers prayed for the annual inundation that brought life-giving silt to their fields. With each planting season, rituals were performed, offerings placed upon the banks of the river, where the waters shimmered under the sun, reflecting the hopes and dreams of the people who relied on its bounty. The cycle of planting and harvesting became a sacred dance, a harmonious relationship between nature and humanity, nurtured by the gods who watched over them. In this tranquil landscape of belief, the influence of religion permeated every aspect of life, from the smallest acts of kindness to the grandest of celebrations. Festivals filled with music and laughter brought communities together, uniting them in joyful devotion to their deities. The night sky, adorned with stars, served as a canvas for tales of heroism and love, where the lives of gods intertwined with those of mortals, creating a sense of belonging that transcended the ordinary. As the days turned to weeks, and the seasons shifted gently like the flowing Nile, the ancient Egyptians found comfort in their faith, a guiding light that led them through joys and sorrows alike. The heart of religion offered a sanctuary for the weary, a space where one could find peace amidst the chaos of life. In the embrace of the gods, they discovered the beauty of connection, the magic of community, and the gentle reminder that they were never alone. In the fading light of day, as the stars emerged to grace the heavens, the soft murmur of ancient prayers lingers in the air, inviting us to reflect on the enduring spirit of those who walked this land long ago. The heart of religion beats on, a soothing cadence that reminds us of the power of belief and the warmth of devotion that can cradle us into a gentle slumber, allowing us to drift softly into the depths of our dreams. As the sun rises over the golden sands of ancient Egypt, it casts a warm glow across the fields and the homes the landscape. Each day begins with the soft sounds of nature awakening, the gentle rustling of leaves, the distant call of birds, and the rhythmic flow of the Nile, which has cradled the lives of its people for centuries. This is a world where simplicity reigns, and every moment is woven into the fabric of their daily existence, creating a tapestry rich with tradition, purpose, and beauty. Morning light spills into the modest homes, where families stir from their peaceful slumber. The scent of fresh bread wafts through the air, as women rise to prepare the day's meals. They knead the dough with hands that are both strong and gentle, their movements a dance of familiarity and love. The bread, a staple of their diet, bakes in the warm embers of simple clay ovens, filling the air with a comforting aroma that invites everyone to gather around the table. In these quiet moments, laughter echoes softly through the room, as children awaken with smiles and eager eyes, ready to embrace the joys of a new day. Outside, the world comes alive. The fields are tended with care, as farmers work alongside their beloved animals, plowing the earth and planting seeds that will one day blossom into nourishing crops. Each stroke of the hoe is rhythmic, a soothing reminder of the cycles of life that turn like the seasons themselves. The sun warms their backs, and the gentle breeze carries whispers of encouragement from the land itself, as if it too is part of this shared journey. Here, in the embrace of the fertile soil, they connect with the very essence of existence, planting not just seeds, but hopes and dreams for the future. As the day unfolds, the streets come alive with a myriad of activities. Merchants set up their stalls, colorful fabrics draping over wooden frames, displaying spices, pottery, and handcrafted goods that glimmer in the sunlight. The soft chatter of bargaining fills the air, intermingling with the laughter of children playing nearby. Their games are simple yet full of joy, as they chase each other in the shade, their laughter ringing like sweet music against the backdrop of the bustling marketplace. Here, community thrives, a gentle reminder of the bonds that tie them together. In the late afternoon, as the sun begins its descent, families come together once more to share the day's stories. The warmth of togetherness blankets them like a soft quilt, as they gather around their evening meal. The table is adorned with the fruits of their labor, fresh vegetables, fish from the Nile, and, of course, the home-baked bread, each bite a testament to their hard work and unity. Conversations flow easily, weaving tales of triumph and laughter, of challenges met and overcome, as the stars begin to twinkle above, hinting at the mysteries of the night. As twilight descends, the world slows, casting a serene hush over the land. Lanterns flicker to life, their soft glow illuminating the faces of those gathered in quiet contemplation. Stories of the gods and the afterlife are shared, rich with wisdom and understanding, wrapping around them like a warm embrace. Elders share their knowledge, passing down the traditions that have shaped their existence for generations, their voices steady and calming, guiding the younger ones into a world of dreams and possibilities. The rhythm of daily life in ancient Egypt is not merely about survival, but rather about connection to the land, to each other, and to the divine. The gentle practices of weaving, pottery, and gardening are not just tasks, but sacred rituals that honor their ancestors and the spirits of the earth. Each creation, whether it be a beautifully crafted vase or a woven basket, tells a story, a legacy of love and labor that transcends time. As night falls and the moon rises high in the sky, the day draws to a close. Families settle into their quiet homes, their hearts full and content. The soothing sounds of the night, a distant lullaby of the Nile, the soft rustle of the palm fronds, lull them into a state of peace. They lay beneath the stars, wrapped in the warmth of their bonds, drifting off into dreams that whisper of their day, their hopes, and their places within this vast world. In this simple yet profound existence, the ancient Egyptians live each day as a beautiful reflection of their beliefs and customs, a gentle reminder of the beauty found in everyday moments. As we close our eyes and breathe deeply, let us carry this tranquil image with us, allowing it to cradle us into a peaceful slumber, where the whispers of ancient Egypt linger softly in our dreams, like the gentle caress of the Nile upon the shore. As we drift further into the soothing embrace of ancient times, let us explore the delicate art of writing, a whisper of thought etched into stone and papyrus, a sacred language known as hieroglyphics. Each symbol, each graceful curve and line, holds the essence of a story, a memory, a dream woven into the fabric of history. Imagine the scribes, seated under the warm sun, their fingers meticulously crafting these symbols, transforming sounds into visual poetry that transcends the boundaries of time. Hieroglyphics, with their intricate designs and vibrant imagery, served not just as a means of communication but as a bridge connecting the ancients to the present, a timeless thread stitching together the tapestry of human experience. Picture the walls of temples and tombs adorned with these elegant symbols, each one a gentle echo of the lives lived, the loves lost, and the hopes cherished. The soft rustle of papyrus, as it unfurls to reveal the written word, invites us to delve deeper into the thoughts of those who walked the earth long before us. In this serene landscape of ink and stone, every hieroglyph tells a story. The falcon represents the soaring spirit, while the lotus blooms with purity and rebirth, reminding us of the cyclical nature of life. As you envision these symbols dancing across the surfaces they adorn, allow your mind to wander through the corridors of ancient temples, where the light filters softly, illuminating tales of gods and men, of triumphs and tribulations, all captured in this exquisite form of expression. The beauty of hieroglyphics lies in their ability to convey not just words but emotions, weaving together the thoughts of generations. Each character is crafted with intention, inviting the viewer to pause and reflect upon the deeper meanings hidden within. As you breathe in the calmness of the night, let your mind's eye trace the lines of these ancient symbols, feeling the connection to those who once gazed upon them, much like you do now, with wonder and reverence. Imagine the scribes, their hearts full of purpose, as they recorded the deeds of pharaohs, the celebrations of harvests, and the sacred rituals that connected the earthly realm to the divine. With each stroke of their reed pens, they breathed life into history, preserving the moments that would echo through time. As you listen to this gentle narration, allow yourself to become a part of this eternal story, feeling the warmth of connection wrap around you like a soft blanket, inviting you to surrender to peaceful slumber. As we delve deeper, let us not forget the profound significance of this sacred writing. Hieroglyphics were often found in tombs, guiding souls through the afterlife, providing wisdom and comfort in the journey beyond. Each carefully inscribed symbol was a beacon of hope, an assurance that the spirit would find its way, echoing the rhythms of existence and the promise of rebirth. As you lay your head upon your pillow, imagine these words of guidance gently surrounding you, cocooning you in a sense of security and peace. The act of writing itself was considered an art form, a divine gift bestowed upon humanity. The ancient Egyptians believed that writing was a means of connecting with the gods, a sacred expression that allowed them to commune with the divine. As you contemplate this profound connection, feel the essence of creativity stirring within you, a shared breath that unites all who dare to express themselves through words, regardless of the time or place. In this tranquil moment, consider how the legacy of hieroglyphics continues to inspire and resonate within our modern world. Even now, as we write our own stories, we carry the echoes of those ancient scribes within us. The desire to communicate, to share, and to connect is an everlasting thread that binds us to our ancestors. Picture the soft glow of candlelight flickering as you write your thoughts, a gentle reminder that the art of expression transcends time, flowing like the Nile itself, ever present and nurturing. As we journey through this exploration of writing, let your mind drift upon the gentle currents of creativity, allowing the rhythm of your breath to guide you into a state of serene relaxation. Each inhale brings in the whispers of those who came before, while each exhale releases the weight of the day, making space for the stories yet to unfold. Embrace the stillness, the quiet magic of words, as they dance upon the pages of your imagination, inviting you to surrender to the soothing embrace of sleep. In this peaceful state, we honor the power of writing as a bridge between the past and the present, a sacred connection that reminds us of our shared humanity. As your thoughts begin to soften and your body relaxes, let the gentle imagery of hieroglyphics fade into the background, replaced by dreams that weave together the past and future, where every story waits patiently to be written anew. Allow yourself to drift, enveloped in the serene whispers of ancient Egypt, where the art of writing cradles you into a gentle sleep, guiding you through the soft corridors of imagination and rest. As you float deeper into the gentle embrace of slumber, let your mind wander to the serene banks of the Nile, where the heartbeat of trade pulsed softly, weaving a tapestry of connections that reached far beyond the horizon. Picture the sun casting its golden glow across the water, illuminating boats laden with goods gliding gracefully along the river, their sails billowing like clouds of cotton, whispering secrets of distant lands. These vessels, crafted from the sturdy wood of the acacia tree, carried not just materials, but stories of the world beyond, stories that intertwined with the lush greenery of the Nile's banks, where life flourished in abundance. From the deserts to the shores, Egypt became a sacred hub of commerce, a meeting place where diverse cultures whispered to one another through the gentle trade of goods and ideas, enriching the tapestry of daily life. Imagine the bustling marketplaces alive with the sweet scent of spices, the warm aroma of freshly baked bread, and the vibrant colors of textiles fluttering softly in the warm breeze. Merchants from distant lands arrived, bringing treasures from the far reaches of the Mediterranean, the Middle East, and beyond, each item carrying a whisper of its origin. Precious stones, shimmering like the stars, and fine fabrics, soft as a lover's touch, adorned the stalls where laughter mingled with the sounds of bartering voices, creating a melody of prosperity. As you breathe softly, envision the vibrant exchange of goods, where Egyptians traded their grain, the most precious of resources, for gold and silver, the shimmering symbols of wealth that glinted in the sunlight. Rich copper and exquisite lapis lazuli found their way back to the heart of Egypt, each piece a reminder of the world's beauty and the connections that tied it together. These exchanges did not merely enrich the land, they enriched the spirit, fostering a culture of curiosity and creativity that blossomed like the lotus flowers upon the Nile. With every trade, new ideas and traditions drifted gently into the Egyptian way of life, as if carried by the soft winds that whispered through the reeds. The artisans and craftsmen, inspired by the beauty of the materials they received, began to create works of art that would stand the test of time, each piece a testament to the prosperity that flowed through their hands. Picture the smooth strokes of a chisel on stone, shaping the very essence of life into monuments that echoed the harmony of the world around them, all born from the fruitful exchanges that enriched their lives. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with hues of orange and lavender, the Nile continued its serene flow, a timeless witness to the flourishing trade that connected Egypt to the vast, inviting world. This gentle river became more than just a source of water. It transformed into a lifeline, a river of dreams that nurtured the aspirations of a civilization eager to grow and explore. Imagine the ships that set sail from the bustling docks, their cargo holds filled not just with silks and spices, but with the hopes of a people united in their quest for knowledge and connection. These journeys, though filled with uncertainty, were guided by the stars, each sailor a navigator of both the seas and the vast tapestry of life unfolding before them. The winds whispered encouragement as they ventured forth, bringing back not only goods but also stories of wonder and discovery that would spark the imaginations of those waiting at home. In the twilight hours, as the stars emerged like diamonds scattered across the velvet sky, the whispers of trade mingled with the lullabies of the night. Families gathered, sharing tales of faraway lands, their hearts swelling with the excitement of what the world had to offer. Children listened wide-eyed, their dreams filled with visions of distant shores, exotic spices, and treasures that gleamed in the soft moonlight. The prosperity born from trade also nurtured the bonds of community, as families came together to share in the fruits of their labor, each meal a celebration of abundance and gratitude. They savored the flavors of lentils, figs, and honey, each bite a reminder of the connections that wove their lives together, a harmony that transcended the material and touched the very essence of what it meant to be human. With every passing day, the rhythm of life in ancient Egypt continued, a gentle heartbeat resonating through the ages, carried on the currents of the Nile. The echoes of trade and prosperity became part of the very fabric of their existence, intertwining with the beliefs and traditions that would shape generations to come. As you slip deeper into peaceful dreams, let the thoughts of Egypt's flourishing trade networks drift alongside you, a soft whisper of history cradling you into a soothing embrace. Envision a world where every exchange was a step toward understanding, where the spirit of collaboration blossomed like the petals of a lotus, inviting you to relax and surrender to the beauty of shared dreams. In this serene landscape, allow yourself to drift and rest, knowing that every story, every connection, continues to echo softly across time, waiting patiently for you to embrace its gentle call. As you rest in this tranquil space, let your mind wander to the sands of ancient Egypt, where the great Sphinx stands timeless and watchful, a guardian of the pyramids, holding within its stone heart the whispers of countless secrets. The Sphinx, with its lion's body and a ruler's head, gazes serenely toward the horizon, an eternal sentinel under the vast, azure sky, where the sun rises and sets in a gentle rhythm, just like the soft lullaby of your own breath. Imagine the warm, golden sands that shift ever so slightly with each passing breeze, carrying tales of pharaohs and gods, of life and death, of dreams woven into the very fabric of the earth. The Sphinx, carved from the same limestone that birthed the mighty pyramids, stands as a silent witness to the ebb and flow of time, its face weathered yet enduring, holding stories in its gaze, stories that seem to echo softly through the ages. As you breathe in deeply, feel the warmth of the sun embracing your skin, just as the ancient Egyptians revered it as the source of life, illuminating their paths and inspiring their creations. The Sphinx gazes toward the east, ever watchful for the dawn, a symbol of rebirth and renewal, whispering to those who pause to listen, of the mysteries hidden beneath the sands, waiting to be uncovered, waiting for curious souls to wander close, to feel its ancient wisdom wrap around them like a comforting embrace. With every deep breath, allow yourself to imagine the grand ceremonies that once filled the air with joyous chants and the soft strumming of lyres, all while the Sphinx stood silently observing, a guardian of sacred traditions. The flickering flames of torches would dance along the paths leading to the pyramids, casting playful shadows, as the Sphinx held its secrets close, sharing them only with those who dared to delve deeper into the heart of Egypt's enchanting stories. Picture the bustling life that surrounded it, where merchants traded precious goods, and children laughed and played in the warm sun, all the while the Sphinx remained steadfast, its presence a constant reminder of strength and mystery. The tales of the pharaohs, their dreams of immortality, culminated in the grand structures that rose before it, each pyramid a testament to their enduring legacy. Yet, it was the Sphinx that captured the imagination, its enigmatic smile inviting countless questions, its riddles whispered across the winds to those who sought understanding. Feel the softness of the night as it descends gently, cloaking the landscape in a velvety embrace, where the stars twinkle like diamonds scattered across a deep blue canvas, and the Sphinx rests in peace, a protector of dreams. Beneath its watchful gaze, the ancient world reflects a harmony of life, where every stone, every grain of sand, tells a story, a tapestry woven through time that invites you to explore, to lose yourself in its depths. As you drift deeper into relaxation, envision the sun dipping below the horizon, casting the Sphinx in a soft, golden light, creating echoes of warmth that wrap around you like a favorite blanket on a cool evening. Here, in this moment, the ancient whispers swirl around you, like gentle breezes that carry the scent of blooming jasmine and the sweet allure of memories long past, inviting you to let go of the day and surrender to the soothing lull of night. The mysteries of the Sphinx are not just carved in stone but lie within the very essence of the ancient Egyptians who walked this land, their spirits intertwined with the very fabric of history. They sought answers in the stars, in the shifting sands, and in the heart of the Sphinx, a bridge between the known and the unknown, where questions linger like soft shadows, waiting patiently to be embraced in understanding. Allow yourself to be wrapped in the calmness of this imagery, feeling the weight of your body melt away as you connect with the essence of an ancient civilization that still breathes through its monuments. The Sphinx stands firm, a symbol of resilience, whispering tales of wisdom earned through ages of existence, encouraging you to find your own stillness, to listen to the quiet within. As you picture this majestic figure, imagine the cool night air brushing against your face, the tranquility of the scene allowing you to embrace the soothing rhythm of your own heartbeat. Each pulse resonates like the whispers of the Sphinx, echoing gently through the stillness, inviting you to rest, to breathe, to sink deeper into this calm moment. With every breath, let the secrets of the Sphinx wrap around you like a soft, protective cocoon, cradling your thoughts, easing your mind, and guiding you towards sweet dreams, where the wonders of ancient Egypt unfold like a blossoming flower, revealing their beauty one petal at a time. Here, in the embrace of history, surrounded by whispers of mystery, allow yourself to drift away, knowing that the stories of the past are always with you, echoing softly in the night. As you continue to float through the gentle currents of ancient Egyptian history, let your thoughts settle on the Valley of the Kings, a serene sanctuary nestled among the golden hills. This tranquil valley, kissed by the soft glow of the sun, cradles the tombs of the mighty pharaohs who once ruled with grace and power. Here, within these hallowed grounds, the echoes of the past whisper sweetly to those who pause to listen, inviting you to explore the sacred resting places of these revered leaders. Imagine stepping softly into the cool shadows of the valley, where the air is filled with a sense of reverence and peace. The landscape unfolds before you like a soft, warm blanket, wrapping you in its embrace. As you wander through this majestic realm, you are surrounded by the whispers of history, the stories of pharaohs who believed in an afterlife so splendid that they adorned their tombs with treasures beyond imagination. Each burial site, carefully crafted and hidden from the world above, is a testament to the profound beliefs of the ancient Egyptians, who understood that this life was but a passage to something greater. In the heart of the Valley of the Kings lies the final resting place of some of the most famous pharaohs, their names etched in the sands of time. Imagine the tender care that went into the construction of these magnificent tombs, each one a masterpiece of art and devotion, designed to guide the soul of the departed into the afterlife. Picture the artisans, their hands deftly carving intricate hieroglyphs and painting vibrant murals, bringing to life tales of gods and the journeys that awaited in the world beyond. Every brush stroke, every chisel mark, speaks of love and belief, a connection that transcends the ages. As you stroll through the valley, envision the treasures that once adorned these sacred chambers, sparkling in the flickering candlelight. Gold and silver shimmering like stars in the night sky, gilded artifacts that tell stories of kings and queens, adorned with jewels that glimmer with timeless beauty. These treasures were not merely possessions, they were offerings to ensure a smooth passage into the next realm, gifts to accompany the pharaohs on their eternal journey. Imagine the comfort they must have provided, knowing that they would not journey alone, but with the bounty of their earthly lives surrounding them. The tombs are not just mere structures, they are sacred spaces filled with the hopes and dreams of those who came before. In the quiet of the valley, take a moment to reflect on the significance of these majestic dwellings. Each tomb was a carefully crafted world, a microcosm of life, filled with items needed for the afterlife, reflecting the beliefs and values of a society that cherished the connection between life and death. The ancient Egyptians understood the cycle of existence, the delicate balance between the earth and the heavens, and their tombs serve as a bridge between these two realms. As you imagine exploring the intricate passageways of these royal tombs, let the soft flicker of torchlight dance upon the walls, illuminating the vivid colors of the ancient murals. Picture the scenes that unfold before you, depicting the daily life of the pharaohs, their rituals, and the divine beings who watched over them. Each painting tells a story, a gentle reminder of the journey that continues beyond the veil of this world. The valley, filled with secrets and stories, cradles the dreams of those who once ruled, their legacies intertwining with the very essence of the land. In the stillness, you can almost hear the soft whispers of the past, the pharaoh's hopes lingering like a gentle breeze. The Valley of the Kings is a sacred space, a resting place where time stands still, allowing you to wander through the annals of history. As you drift through the valley, let your thoughts turn to the realms beyond, where the pharaohs, adorned with their treasures, embark on their journeys to the afterlife. They believed in the promise of resurrection, the thrill of awakening in a world filled with light and love. Imagine the moment when their souls rise beyond the earthly realm, soaring into the embrace of the gods, enveloped in the warmth of a new beginning. The Valley of the Kings is not just a resting place but a portal to eternity, where the stories of the pharaohs intertwine with the stars, echoing softly in the hearts of those who remember. As you embrace these visions, allow yourself to feel the serenity of this sacred valley, a timeless sanctuary where the whispers of history guide you into a peaceful state of mind. As you drift deeper into relaxation, let the wonders of the Valley of the Kings envelop you like a soft, comforting blanket. Know that within this serene landscape lies the essence of ancient Egypt, a place of beauty, reverence, and eternal connection. Allow the gentle waves of history to wash over you, carrying you softly into the land of dreams, where the stories of the pharaohs linger and the treasures of the past shine brightly, illuminating the path to a restful slumber filled with peace and tranquility. As the soft flow of the Nile continues, we find ourselves drawn further into the intricate tapestry of ancient civilizations. Nearby, the rich lands of Nubia emerge, a land where the golden sands embrace the banks of the Nile, creating a delicate meeting point between two incredible cultures. The relationship between Egypt and Nubia is a story woven over centuries, a gentle exchange of ideas, customs, and beliefs that nourished both lands like the Nile nourished its fertile plains. In ancient times, Nubia became a vital partner for Egypt, a place where trade and cultural exchange flourished side by side. As the sun rose over the horizon, the bustling markets would come alive with the sound of merchants, their voices mingling with the soft rustling of palm trees. Caravans would travel between the two regions, laden with goods of every kind. Nubians traded precious resources like gold, ivory, and exotic animal skins, while Egyptian artisans offered their fine linen, jewelry, and crafted goods. These simple acts of trade formed connections that went beyond mere commerce. They cultivated friendships and alliances, fostering a warm exchange of knowledge. As the days passed, the rivers of culture began to flow freely. Nubian artisans were inspired by Egyptian artistry, adopting techniques and styles that would forever influence their creations. In turn, Egyptian craftsmen found themselves enchanted by the vibrant hues and bold patterns of Nubian art, leading to a blending of styles that enriched both traditions. The gentle strokes of paint on clay, the intricate carvings on stone, and the delicate jewelry crafted with care all whispered tales of collaboration and mutual respect. Religion, too, played a vital role in the bond between these two ancient lands. The gods of Nubia and Egypt shared an ethereal connection, with both pantheons intertwining in stories and beliefs. Nubians worshipped similar deities, and influences from Egyptian gods seeped into Nubian practices. Temples dedicated to these divine beings dotted the landscapes of both regions, where prayers and offerings mingled with the fragrant incense, rising slowly into the sky like a comforting embrace. The spiritual journeys of the people led them to explore one another's faiths, fostering a sense of unity that transcended borders. As we wander through the pages of history, we find that Nubia was not just a neighbor to Egypt but a land of strength and resilience. At times, Nubians would rise to challenge the might of their Egyptian counterparts, becoming formidable rulers in their own right. This dynamic relationship saw the ebb and flow of power, where kings and queens of Nubia would sit upon thrones in Egypt, their crowns glinting in the warm sun, symbolizing the intertwining of their destinies. These moments of shared rule were accompanied by a deeper understanding that each land held its own unique gifts and stories to tell. The beauty of this relationship lies in its ability to adapt and transform through the ages. As empires rose and fell, the bonds between Nubia and Egypt remained, echoing softly through the sands of time. Knowledge shared between the two regions found its way into fields such as medicine, mathematics, and astronomy. Egyptian scholars absorbed knowledge from Nubian practices, enriching their understanding of the world around them. Meanwhile, Nubians learned the art of writing, inspired by the hieroglyphs that adorned temple walls, allowing them to preserve their own stories for generations to come. In the heart of Nubia, the legendary Kushite kingdom emerged, its influence stretching far and wide. The Kushites became known for their unique culture, one that combined aspects of both Nubian and Egyptian life. They built their own pyramids, small but mighty, with a style distinctly their own, echoing the grandeur of their Egyptian counterparts while forging a path that celebrated their heritage. These pyramids, nestled against the backdrop of an endless sky, stood as testaments to the deep-rooted connection between the two civilizations, creating a lasting legacy that continues to resonate even today. As we reflect on this gentle influence of Nubia, it becomes clear that the relationship was one of harmony and mutual growth. These two lands, though different in many ways, shared a common thread that tied their fates together. The exchange of culture and ideas flourished like the blooming lotus on the banks of the Nile, spreading its delicate petals to the sun, embracing the light and warmth of both worlds. So, as we drift through this serene landscape of time, allow the whispers of Nubia to intertwine with the echoes of Egypt, enveloping you in their soft embrace. Imagine the sounds of the flowing Nile, the rustle of the breeze through the reeds, and the gentle laughter of children playing along the riverbanks. Close your eyes and let this peaceful imagery carry you away, like a warm breeze on a starlit night, guiding you gently into a deep and restful slumber, where the stories of ancient lands continue to weave their magic, lulling you into dreams filled with wonder and tranquility. As the gentle flow of the Nile continued its timeless journey, the era of conquests unfolded, painting the landscape of ancient Egypt with new hues of ambition and exploration. The pharaohs, ever the visionaries, gazed beyond the familiar banks of the river, where the horizon beckoned with whispers of opportunity, inviting them to reach beyond their borders. With each passing day, their dreams expanded, like the vast sky at dusk, filled with shimmering stars waiting to be discovered. The land was rich, not just in resources, but in the spirit of adventure. The pharaohs, adorned in their regal attire, stood tall, their hearts pulsating with the rhythm of the Nile. They envisioned a realm that stretched far and wide, where the beauty of their civilization could intertwine with the cultures of distant lands, bringing forth a tapestry woven from the threads of many stories. Adventures awaited just beyond the familiar, where deserts whispered secrets, and mountains stood as silent guardians of the forgotten. As these leaders embarked on their quests, they did so with grace and purpose. They were not merely conquerors, but harbingers of a new era, seeking to share the wisdom of their people and the bounty of their lands. From the fertile banks of the Nile, they moved to the lands of the Levant, the heart of trade and connection, where the air hummed with the exchange of ideas, goods, and dreams. Each journey was marked by an intent to unify, to create bonds that would withstand the sands of time, while honoring the diversity that flourished in the twilight of their conquests. In the tales of these pharaohs, we find their courage mirrored in the vastness of the deserts they crossed, the rivers they followed, and the mountains they scaled. Each step echoed the essence of a people united by the desire for growth and understanding, and as they ventured into uncharted territories, they carried with them the rich heritage of their ancestors, a legacy that shimmered like the golden sands beneath the sun. The conquests were not just military endeavors, they were journeys of the heart and spirit, guided by the values instilled by the gods they revered, and the love for their homeland that never waned. The art of negotiation and diplomacy flourished in this era, as the pharaohs engaged with neighboring kingdoms, exchanging not just goods, but ideas and traditions. The bustling marketplaces echoed with the sounds of laughter and conversation, where merchants mingled, sharing tales of distant lands and the vibrant cultures that thrived on their peripheries. In this exchange, the essence of ancient Egypt expanded, allowing their wisdom to seep into the very fabric of the world around them. The stories of the Nile began to intertwine with those of others, creating a rich tapestry of shared history and mutual respect. With each conquest, the pharaohs returned home, their hearts full and their spirits high, bringing with them new customs, vibrant textiles, and exotic spices that danced through the air, filling their land with a symphony of flavors and aromas. The people of the Nile welcomed these treasures, their hearts swelling with pride, as they embraced the beauty of diversity that came with each journey. Together, they celebrated the bonds that transcended borders, nurturing a sense of community that flourished like the lotus rising from the waters. In the quiet moments of reflection, the pharaohs found solace in the beauty of their achievements, understanding that true power lay not in the conquest of land, but in the unification of hearts. They envisioned their realm as a sanctuary of peace, where the lessons of the past guided them toward a brighter future. Each new alliance forged was a step toward harmony, a reminder that the strength of Egypt lay in its people and their ability to embrace the richness of life. Yet, as the shadows lengthened and the sun dipped below the horizon, the pharaohs were mindful of the delicate balance they maintained. They understood that with great power came great responsibility. The conquests served as a reminder of the fragility of life, and the need for compassion in the face of ambition. The tales of those who wandered too far, losing their way in the vastness of the desert, lingered in their minds, urging them to remain grounded in the principles that had brought them success. The era of conquests was not merely a chapter of expansion, it was a harmonious melody that resonated through the ages, echoing in the hearts of those who followed the paths laid down by their ancestors. As the pharaohs ventured forth, they did so with the understanding that each step taken was a note in the grand symphony of history, a rhythm that would continue to inspire generations to come. And so, as the night deepens, let the gentle cadence of this narrative soothe your mind. Imagine the pharaohs, adorned in their glory, standing atop the sands of time, gazing at the endless stars above, each one a reminder of the stories yet to be told. May you drift off with dreams of ancient lands, where whispers of the Nile weave through realms of possibility, guiding you softly into a peaceful slumber, where the echoes of history cradle you in their tender embrace. In the gentle embrace of the ancient world, a time blossomed known as the Age of the Gods. It was a time when the skies seemed to pulse with a divine rhythm, echoing through the hearts of the people. The sun rose each day, warm and golden, bringing forth a light that danced on the surface of the Nile, shimmering like 1,000 tiny stars captured in the water's embrace. Each dawn invited the faithful to awaken not just to the day, but to a tapestry of vibrant festivals and sacred rituals that fused community with spirituality, joy with reverence. Imagine the streets of Thebes coming alive, as laughter and song filled the air, woven together with the sweet fragrance of incense. The sound of drums would echo softly, inviting families and friends to gather in celebration. Colorful banners would flutter in the warm breeze, each one telling stories of gods and goddesses as they watched over their beloved people. The rhythm of life intertwined with the heartbeats of deities, creating a harmony that resonated through the bustling marketplaces and serene temples alike. These festivals were not merely events, they were expressions of gratitude, a way for the people to honor the divine forces that shaped their world. Each celebration was a bright thread in the fabric of community life, where the line between the human and the divine blurred beautifully. As the sun dipped low in the sky, casting a warm glow over the horizon, the atmosphere brimmed with anticipation. The joyous sounds of people gathering would fill the air, melding with the soft rustle of palm trees swaying in the gentle evening breeze. During the Opet festival, revered as one of the most significant, the grandeur of life echoed through the streets of Karnak and Luxor. A sacred procession emerged, where the statue of Ammonius, the king of the gods, was carried in a grand bark along the Nile. The waters shimmered under the light of the setting sun, and as the boat glided over the tranquil surface, it felt as if the very river itself was cradling the divine. Offerings were made, flowers scattered, and prayers whispered, each act infused with love and devotion. The air would be thick with incense, the sweet scent curling upward like a gentle caress towards the heavens. As night fell, the stars began to twinkle above, reminding all of the gods that resided beyond. Families gathered around flickering lanterns, sharing stories of their ancestors, their laughter mingling with the whispers of the past. Children played games as the elders shared tales of ancient battles and the birth of the cosmos, all woven into the rich tapestry of their culture. In these moments, the divine felt close, as if the gods themselves were listening, engaging with their faithful children below. Rituals were sacred moments of connection, where each act unveiled the mysteries of existence. In the quiet corners of temples, priests adorned in flowing linen, their faces serene, performed sacred rites with practiced grace. They offered prayers to the gods, their voices a gentle hum that enveloped all who sought solace within the hallowed walls. The flickering candlelight cast soft shadows, flickering like the heartbeat of the divine. The rituals, filled with symbolic gestures and offerings, resembled an unending dance, one that brought together the human spirit and the celestial realms in an elegant embrace. As the seasons changed, so too did the festivals, each uniquely crafted to honor different deities. The joyous celebration of the harvest festival filled the fields, where families offered the first fruits of their labor to the gods, sharing bountiful feasts that echoed with laughter and gratitude. Tables overflowed with bread, fruits, and sweet dates, and the air was filled with the sounds of joyous song and dance. People joined hands, moving in circles beneath the vast, starlit sky, their voices rising in praise like a gentle breeze over the land. In this age of the gods, the people of ancient Egypt found purpose in their faith. Each festival was a reminder of their connection to the universe, a moment to reflect on the beauty of life and the mysteries of the cosmos. The cycles of nature were celebrated with reverence, honoring the sun's journey across the sky, the changing of the seasons, and the ebb and flow of the Nile itself. It was a time when the divine presence felt palpable, a comforting blanket around the shoulders of the community, guiding them through joys and sorrows alike. As the stars twinkled overhead, and the sounds of celebration faded gently into the night, the heart of ancient Egypt pulsed with a quiet strength. Each festival, each ritual, was not just a passage of time but a cherished memory woven into the souls of its people. Even as the ages passed, and the sands of time shifted, the echoes of devotion and joy lingered, reminding all who paused to listen of the beauty that lies in connecting with something greater than oneself. And so, as you settle into your own peaceful evening, may the gentle whispers of this ancient age wrap around you like a warm embrace, inviting you to dream of the crowded streets filled with laughter, the shimmering Nile, and the celestial dance of the gods above. Let each breath draw you deeper into a tranquil realm, where the stories of the past cradle you softly, guiding you into a serene slumber. As you drift further into this tranquil realm, the gentle whispers of women begin to rise from the soft sands of ancient Egypt. Their voices, woven into the very fabric of this land, tell tales of strength, wisdom, and influence. In the heart of this civilization, women held positions of power and grace, leaving footprints in the sands of time that echo softly through the ages. Imagine the serene beauty of a queen, her presence radiating a calm authority, as she guides her people with compassion and insight. The stories of these remarkable women remind us of the nurturing spirit they embodied, a spirit that flourished in harmony with the vibrant culture around them. Cleopatra, a name that dances gently on the tongue, was not only a queen but a symbol of intellect and charisma. Her influence stretched far beyond the borders of Egypt, as she navigated the tides of politics with an elegance that captivated the world. Picture her, draped in flowing silks, gazing out over the Nile, her mind a tapestry of philosophies and strategies, threads of thought intertwining like the reeds along the riverbank. As the sun casts golden hues across the land, we remember Hatshepsut, a pharaoh who rose to power in her own right. Envision her magnificent temple, a marvel of architecture, standing strong against the test of time, much like her spirit. Hatshepsut ruled with wisdom, her reign marked by prosperity and peace. She broke through barriers with a gentle yet formidable strength, embodying the essence of feminine power. The echoes of her footsteps can still be felt, reverberating softly through the valleys and hills, whispering tales of what it means to lead with grace. And then there were the priestesses, the sacred women who served the gods and goddesses, guiding rituals with a serene faith that brought comfort to the hearts of their people. Imagine them, adorned in garments of white linen, their hands raised in prayer, invoking blessings of health and abundance. Their unwavering devotion was a vital thread in the spiritual tapestry of ancient Egypt, connecting the earthly realm to the divine. The gentle flicker of candles in the dim light of temples illuminated their faces, reflecting the peace they sought for their communities. Women in ancient Egypt also played vital roles in the everyday life of the household, weaving stories into the fabric of society itself. With hands skilled in the art of weaving and pottery, they created not only the physical comforts of home but also the nurturing environments that allowed families to thrive. Picture the soft laughter of children filling the air, as mothers shared tales steeped in tradition, passing down wisdom from one generation to the next. Each story a thread, intertwining lives like the intricate patterns they crafted in their daily work. In the marketplace, women traded goods and ideas, their voices adding to the vibrant hum of commerce. They were not merely passive observers, they were active participants, negotiating with skill and insight. Imagine the lively exchanges as they bartered spices, textiles, and jewelry, each transaction a dance of confidence and mutual respect. The energy of their interactions, wrapped in warmth and camaraderie, created bonds that threaded through the community like the flowing Nile, sustaining life and connection. Even in the realm of medicine, women were healers, their knowledge passed down through generations, a sacred gift. Picture the gentle hands of a healer, applying herbs and oils with a tender touch, her wisdom a source of comfort for those in distress. These women understood the delicate balance of the body and spirit, weaving remedies that echoed through the ages, providing solace and care in times of need. Their legacy lingers softly in the air, a reminder of the power of compassion and the nurturing spirit. And let us not forget the influence of powerful women in the courts, where they acted as advisors and confidants, shaping the decisions that would steer the course of history. Their insights, often drawn from a deep understanding of the human heart, brought balance to the often tumultuous world of politics. Imagine the hushed tones in the chambers of power, where a woman's voice could turn the tide, her thoughts a gentle breeze guiding the ship of state through stormy waters. As the stars twinkle softly in the night sky, reflecting the dreams of those who came before us, we are reminded of the enduring strength of women in ancient Egypt. Their spirits linger like a warm breeze, inviting us to honor their legacy, to recognize the impact they had on the world around them. Each woman, with her unique story, contributed to the rich tapestry of this civilization, leaving threads of inspiration woven into the very essence of humanity. So, let your mind wander softly through the corridors of time, where the strength of these women illuminates the path ahead. Feel their presence, gently guiding you towards a deeper understanding of the past, as you drift further into peaceful slumber. May their whispers accompany you, wrapping you in a soothing embrace, reminding you of the power that lies within, the beauty woven into the fabric of history, a legacy that continues to inspire even in the quietest moments of reflection. As you settle into this serene moment, let us explore the gentle wisdom of ancient Egypt, a civilization deeply attuned to the rhythms of life and the intricacies of health. In this tranquil realm, the ancient Egyptians regarded medicine not just as a practice but as an art, rich with tradition and steeped in the understanding of the human experience. They studied the delicate balance within the body, perceiving health as a harmonious state, a reflection of the divine order established by the gods. Imagine the skilled hands of the healers, often adorned with charms and amulets, their soothing voices echoing softly through the sunlit chambers of their clinics. They were not merely practitioners, they were custodians of ancient knowledge, drawing upon a wealth of herbal remedies and natural substances gifted by the land around them. The Nile, with its fertile banks, provided a treasure trove of medicinal plants, from the calming properties of chamomile to the invigorating essence of garlic, each carefully harvested and prepared with intention. In the hush of a quiet afternoon, you might picture these healers, surrounded by jars of fragrant oils and balms, their careful movements infused with ritual. They understood the intimate connection between the body and the spirit, believing that illness could arise not only from physical ailments but also from spiritual dissonance. To bring about true healing, they often employed prayers and incantations, invoking the blessings of deities, weaving together the tangible and the ethereal in a tapestry of care that enveloped their patients like a warm cloak. During those serene moments, patients could find comfort in the embrace of their healers, who would listen intently, their attentiveness a balm in itself. The ancient Egyptians had a profound respect for the human body, carefully observing its functions and the signs of distress. They documented their findings on papyrus scrolls, creating texts that detailed medical practices, herbal preparations, and diagnoses, preserving a legacy of knowledge that would echo through the ages. As you drift deeper into relaxation, envision the wisdom inscribed in these texts, where symptoms were analyzed with precision, and remedies were carefully matched to the ailments. The ancient Egyptians practiced surgery, treating wounds with the utmost care, stitching flesh with threads made from linen, and applying honey to promote healing, knowing well its natural antibacterial properties. Their understanding of anatomy, although limited, was remarkable for its time, as they observed the body with curiosity, uncovering the mysteries of internal organs through their embalmment practices. In this tranquil landscape of healing, it is easy to feel a sense of reverence for their approach, where each act of care was a dance of compassion and knowledge. The physicians, often trained in temples, saw themselves as instruments of divine will, their healing hands guided by the gods. They honored the life force, or Ka, understanding its significance in maintaining health and wholeness, and their practices reflected this deep spiritual connection. As you breathe softly, allowing the serene imagery to wash over you, consider the various specialties that emerged within this ancient medical system. There were those who focused on the treatment of eyes, delicately crafting remedies for ailments that could cloud vision, and others who specialized in dental care, their gentle ministrations ensuring that the smiles of their people remained bright and clear. The ancient Egyptians also recognized the importance of hygiene and cleanliness, fostering practices that would lay the groundwork for future generations. Bathing was considered essential, a ritual that not only cleansed the body but also purified the soul. Water from the Nile was thought to hold sacred properties, and its use in healing rituals was intertwined with the belief in its life-giving essence. As the sun softly sets on this chapter of history, let the gentle flow of ancient wisdom cradle you. The legacy of their medical practices, filled with an understanding of both the physical and the spiritual, invites you to embrace the simple truth that health is a balance, a dance between body and spirit. Feel the calmness of their knowledge resonate within you, a reminder of the care that flows through generations, connecting past and present in a silent embrace. In this tranquil space, you can appreciate the art of medicine as not just a means of healing, but as a profound expression of love and compassion for one another. Each remedy, each prayer, each act of care was infused with intention, weaving a tapestry of connection that transcended the boundaries of time. As you allow these thoughts to intertwine with your dreams, may they carry you into restful depths, where the soothing whispers of ancient Egypt can guide you into a peaceful slumber, filled with visions of healing and harmony. As you drift deeper into this serene journey through time, let the enchanting legacy of art and architecture in ancient Egypt unfold gently before your mind's eye. Imagine, if you will, the grand temples rising majestically, their towering columns adorned with intricate carvings, each telling stories of gods and goddesses, of life and death, of the eternal cycle that binds us all. Picture the golden light of the setting sun casting a warm glow upon the sandstone, highlighting the hieroglyphs that dance across the walls, whispering secrets of a civilization that flourished along the banks of the Nile. These sacred spaces were not mere structures, they were living dreams, crafted with love and devotion. Each stone was carefully chosen, each design meticulously planned, revealing the profound connection the ancient Egyptians felt with their gods. The temples were places of worship and reflection, where the air was filled with the soft sounds of prayer and the gentle flicker of candlelight. As the cool breeze swept through the open spaces, it carried with it the essence of ritual, wrapping around each visitor like a comforting embrace. Allow your imagination to wander to the vibrant frescoes that adorned the walls of tombs, depicting scenes of daily life, feasts, and the joyous celebrations of the afterlife. The skill of the artisans who painted these masterpieces was unmatched, their hands steady and sure as they brought life and color to the stone. It is said that the colors of the past still whisper in the stillness of these tombs, inviting you to step closer, to feel the warmth of their artistry. Each brushstroke was a prayer for eternity, a wish for the deceased to journey into the afterlife surrounded by beauty. As you breathe softly, envision the grand pyramids piercing the sky, their forms rising like silent sentinels above the landscape. The Great Pyramid of Giza, with its precise geometry, stands as a testament to human ingenuity and determination, a symbol of eternal strength. The sheer scale of these structures is awe-inspiring, yet they evoke a sense of peace, as if they were always meant to be cradled by the earth. Their stone faces, worn by time but unbroken, look towards the heavens, inviting the stars and the moon to dance in the twilight above. Feel the connection between the pyramids and the bustling life that surrounded them, where artisans carved intricate sculptures, and skilled workers crafted furniture and jewelry that sparkled with the brilliance of the sun. Imagine the vibrant markets, filled with the scent of herbs and spices, where the beauty of everyday life intertwined with the sacred. Each object, from the simplest clay pot to the most ornate piece of jewelry, was created with an artist's touch, a reflection of the essence of life itself. In this world of ancient artistry, the legacy of their craftsmanship is still felt today. The ornate jewelry, with its delicate gold filigree and shimmering gemstones, tells tales of beauty and status, of love and devotion. The pottery, adorned with vivid colors and intricate designs, remains a testament to the creativity that flowed through the streets of ancient Egypt, echoing still in the hearts of artists today. Each piece, each fragment, holds the spirit of a civilization that cherished beauty in all its forms, honoring life and the divine. As you let these images wash over you, consider the influence of ancient Egyptian architecture on the world that followed. The temples, the tombs, the monuments, each inspired the generations that came after, echoing through the ages. Their grand designs and profound spirituality set a foundation for art and architecture that resonates in cultures around the globe. What began as a quest for the divine became a legacy of inspiration, guiding the hands and hearts of countless artists and architects, leaving an imprint on the canvas of history. Imagine standing before the colossal statues of pharaohs, their stone faces serene and commanding, watching over the land they once ruled. These figures, carved with precision, speak of power and reverence, of a time when the pharaoh was viewed as a living god. The artistry in their creation was not just a feat of skill, it was a profound expression of belief, encapsulating the spirit of a people who honored both their rulers and their gods with the utmost respect. As you feel the weight of these thoughts, let them guide you further into the realm of dreams. The echoes of ancient Egypt, with its stunning art and profound architecture, linger softly in the air, wrapping around you like a gentle lullaby. They remind us that beauty transcends time, that the creative spirit lives on in every brushstroke, every chisel mark, and every whispered prayer. In your mind's eye, let the beauty of the past meet the stillness of the present. Allow yourself to surrender to the soothing embrace of these ancient legacies, as they gently guide you into a peaceful slumber, where the art of ancient Egypt dances in the twilight of your dreams, shimmering like the stars that have witnessed it all. As you drift deeper into the realm of tranquility, let the whispers of history carry you gently onward. Imagine a time when worlds intertwined, when the gentle waves of the Mediterranean brought not just commerce, but the vibrant essence of Greek culture to the sun-kissed sands of Egypt. In this serene tapestry, the threads of knowledge, art, and philosophy wove together, creating a rich fabric that would envelop both lands in a warm embrace. Picture the bustling streets of Alexandria, where the air is thick with the fragrance of spices and the sounds of laughter mingle with the gentle rustle of papyrus scrolls. This city, a beacon of learning and enlightenment, became a meeting point for scholars, poets, and thinkers from both Greece and Egypt. Here, the wisdom of the ancients flowed freely, as ideas danced together like soft shadows under the warm glow of the evening sun. The Greeks, with their thirst for knowledge, found themselves captivated by the mysteries of the Nile and the grandeur of its monuments. In turn, the Egyptians were drawn to the philosophy of the Greeks, the poetry that spoke of beauty and truth, the mathematics that unlocked the secrets of the universe. Together, they fostered a spirit of inquiry, a shared curiosity that rippled through the ages, echoing softly like the gentle waves lapping at the shores of the Nile. As you imagine the scenes of this cultural exchange, envision scholars gathering in grand halls, their voices low and rhythmic, discussing astronomy, medicine, and philosophy. Their conversations flowed like the waters of the great river, connecting ideas and people, blending the wisdom of the past with the hopes of the future. It was a time when knowledge was cherished, a precious gift passed from one mind to another, illuminating the path of understanding. In this magical era, the arts flourished under the glow of Greek influence. Picture artists inspired by both the divine figures of Egyptian mythology and the elegant forms of Greek sculpture. Statues began to emerge that spoke of both worlds, capturing the grace of the human form alongside the powerful presence of ancient gods. These creations stood as silent sentinels, watching over the passage of time, their stories etched in stone, whispering to those who paused to listen. Imagine the vibrant colors of murals adorning the walls of temples, depicting scenes of daily life intertwined with the grandeur of the divine. The Egyptians painted their world, rich in detail, while the Greeks introduced new techniques and perspectives, allowing light and shadow to mingle in a dance of illumination. Together, they created an artistic legacy that would captivate hearts and minds for centuries to come, a gentle reminder of the beauty that can emerge when cultures meet in harmony. As you settle deeper into relaxation, envision the libraries of Alexandria, where scrolls filled with the wisdom of the ages were lovingly preserved. The Greeks brought with them a passion for literature, poetry, and philosophy, and in this haven of knowledge, the teachings of both cultures found a safe home. Imagine the soft rustle of parchment as scholars carefully copied texts, their hands moving with reverence, knowing they were guardians of a treasure more valuable than gold. This sacred space became a sanctuary for thought, a place where great minds came to ponder the questions of existence, to explore the mysteries of the stars and the depths of the human soul. You can almost hear the quiet discussions echoing through the halls, as ideas danced from one thinker to another, each thought building upon the last, creating a wave of insight that surged gently through time. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the land, the arts of theater and performance also flourished, drawing from the rich traditions of both Greece and Egypt. Picture actors adorned in elaborate costumes, their voices rising in melody, telling tales of gods and heroes, love and loss. The stage became a canvas for expression, a place where emotions flowed freely, resonating deeply with the hearts of all who gathered to witness the magic unfold. In this tranquil moment, let the stories of these two great cultures wash over you like a gentle tide, each wave carrying a fragment of their shared history. Feel the warmth of their connection, the beauty in their differences, and the love for knowledge that united them. This tapestry of thought and creativity continues to inspire generations, reminding us of the power of collaboration and the magic that can emerge when we open our hearts and minds to one another. As you let these soothing images envelop you, allow yourself to drift further into the calm depths of your own thoughts. Imagine the serene sound of the Nile flowing gently, a reminder of the enduring legacy of ancient Egypt and its intertwining with the spirit of Hellenistic Greece. In this peaceful space, the dreams of 1,000 years blend seamlessly into the soft fabric of your own dreams, each thread whispering of wisdom, beauty, and the timeless dance of cultures, forever embraced in the quiet night. Allow yourself to surrender to this gentle lullaby, and let your thoughts float away, like stars in a vast, velvety sky. As the gentle flow of time carried forward, the soft embrace of the Roman Empire wrapped itself around the sun-kissed sands of Egypt. In this tender moment, cultures intertwined like rivers meeting the sea, where the vibrancy of Egyptian traditions mingled harmoniously with the influences of Rome, creating a rich tapestry that still speaks to the soul. The Nile, ever constant, continued to nourish the land, while the whispers of its waters carried tales of a new era, one where the echoes of pharaohs danced alongside the might of Roman legions. Through the golden glow of the sun, the streets of Alexandria brimmed with life, a bustling hub where merchants, scholars, and wanderers from distant lands converged beneath the wide, azure sky. The scent of spices wafted through the air, mingling with the sweet aroma of blooming lotus flowers. It was a time when knowledge blossomed, and the ancient libraries stood as beacons of wisdom, inviting all who sought to learn. In this place, the heartbeats of two worlds pulsed in harmony, drawing together the delicate threads of philosophy, art, and science, creating a symphony that resonated through the ages. As Roman influence grew, the timeless spirit of Egypt remained resilient and vibrant, like the lush green banks of the Nile that thrived against the backdrop of shifting sands. Temples adorned with intricate hieroglyphs and towering columns still stood proudly, a testament to the enduring legacy of the ancients. The goddess Isis, cherished and revered, continued to inspire both Egyptians and Romans alike, her presence a comforting embrace amidst the changing tides of time. Festivals filled with music, dance, and laughter echoed through the streets, celebrating the unity of traditions that, while distinct, complemented one another beautifully. In this serene blend of cultures, the everyday life of the people flourished under the warm sun. The markets thrived with the sounds of barter and trade, as craftspeople showcased their artistry, each piece whispering stories of old. Pottery glistened with intricate designs, while colorful textiles swayed gently in the breeze, reflecting the rich hues of the desert sunset. Families gathered in their homes, sharing meals and laughter, the love and warmth of their bonds illuminating even the darkest corners of the night. As the stars began to twinkle above, the echoes of their conversations melded with the soft rustle of palm fronds, crafting a lullaby that lulled hearts to rest. The melding of Roman and Egyptian customs painted a vibrant landscape where traditions danced gracefully together. Gods and goddesses shared the same breath, as the Romans embraced the deities of Egypt, allowing them a cherished space within their pantheon. The beauty of this union lay in its ability to honor the essence of both worlds. The strength of the Roman Empire brought a sense of stability and protection to the timeless spirit of the Nile, while the wisdom of Egypt infused Roman life with a profound understanding of the cosmos. As time unfurled its gentle wings, the architectural wonders of this period began to rise, a reflection of the shared dreams between two great civilizations. The grandeur of temples and theaters filled the horizon, where both Egyptian and Roman designs whispered tales of their origins. Columns reached high into the sky, embracing the clouds, while the silhouettes of ancient structures stood like sentinels watching over the sands and waters that had witnessed centuries of history. Each stone laid was a promise of continuity, a testament to the beauty of coexistence, where the past was not forgotten but cherished, woven into the very fabric of daily life. Yet, beneath the surface of this flourishing era lay a bittersweet truth, as the tides of time continued to shift. The Roman embrace, while nurturing, also cast shadows, as the complexities of power shifted the dynamics of the land. But even in the face of such challenges, the heart of Egypt beat steadily, resilient against the changes that swept across the landscape. The spirit of the Nile remained a steadfast companion to its people, guiding them through the labyrinth of life, whispering of hope and continuity. As the sun dipped low, painting the sky in shades of gold and lavender, the horizon cradled the dreams of a culture rich in history, where echoes of the past intertwined seamlessly with the present. The vibrant marketplace quieted down, and a gentle stillness enveloped the land, as families gathered under the stars, sharing stories that transcended time, tales that would be passed down through generations, keeping the essence of their ancestors alive. In this quiet, the ancient heart of Egypt beat on, resilient and steady, cradled in the arms of a foreign yet familiar embrace. The Roman influence, though profound, could never extinguish the flame of Egyptian heritage, for it was woven too deeply into the soul of the land, too entwined with the very essence of its people. The Nile continued to flow, a calming presence through the ages, reminding all who listened that some stories never fade, but rather evolve, nurtured by the gentle hands of time. As your own thoughts begin to drift, like fleecy clouds across the night sky, let the soft whispers of this shared history cradle you into a peaceful slumber. Close your eyes and feel the warmth of the sun dipping below the horizon. Let the gentle touch of the Nile's embrace carry you into dreams filled with the vibrant whispers of ancient worlds, where cultures dance and stories sing, forever cradled in the serenity of the night. As the sun begins its slow descent, casting shadows that stretch and weave through the sands of time, we turn our minds gently to a chapter in this ancient tale, a chapter that tells of the decline of a once mighty empire. In the heart of the great Nile Valley, where life flourished under the watchful gaze of the gods, the seeds of change were quietly sown. The whispers of the past remind us that all things, even the grandest of civilizations, are subject to the gentle ebb and flow of fate. In these ancient lands, the echoes of prosperity began to soften, like the fading light of day. External forces, like distant storms, loomed on the horizon, bringing with them the uncertainty of change. Neighboring kingdoms, once friends and allies, began to cast greedy eyes upon the bountiful riches of Egypt. The pharaohs, guardians of this great land, found themselves facing challenges that shook the very foundations of their power. With each passing season, the harmonious balance that had long defined the Nile's embrace began to fray, replaced by a disquieting sense of unrest. Internally, the fabric of society began to unravel, as struggles for power stirred within the hearts of its people. The noble classes rose in ambition, while the common folk, who toiled tirelessly in the fields, felt the weight of their burdens grow heavier. The once unified voice of the people faded into murmurs of discontent, echoing through the streets of ancient cities. Royal courts were filled with intrigue and betrayal, where trust became a rare and precious jewel, lost amid the sands of time. As the seasons turned, the grand monuments that had stood as testaments to the pharaoh's strength began to witness the slow decay of their grandeur. The pyramids, once gleaming beacons of power and innovation, now became silent observers of a world shifting beneath their stone-carved shadows. The glorious temples, once vibrant with the energy of worship and devotion, found their halls growing quieter as the devotion of the people waned. While the Nile continued to flow, its waters carrying the stories of the past, the hearts of the people began to seek answers. In their quest for understanding, they turned to the ancient gods, hoping for guidance in troubling times. Yet, even the divine seemed distant, as old beliefs began to meld with new influences from lands beyond the horizon. The arrival of foreign cultures brought with it a rich tapestry of ideas and traditions, yet it also sowed seeds of confusion, as the sacred practices of old began to shift and blur, like ripples on the surface of the Nile. Amidst this unfolding tapestry of change, the ancient kingdom of Nubia, with its own rich heritage and power, began to rise, challenging the boundaries that once defined Egypt. The sands shifted as alliances were formed and broken, and the landscape of power transformed like the ever-changing desert winds. The balance that had sustained Egypt for centuries felt fragile under the weight of these new influences. With time, the empire that had once radiated strength became a mosaic of complexities and contradictions. Trade routes that had once brought prosperity began to falter, as the harmony of the Nile was replaced by whispers of uncertainty and strife. The markets, once vibrant with the colors of spices, textiles, and treasures, found their stalls less bustling, as the people's hopes dimmed like the last light of the day. In the great temples, where once the air was thick with incense and the sound of prayer, a stillness settled, like a gentle blanket of quiet. The priests, keepers of the sacred rites, found themselves grappling with a world that was changing, as the devotion of the people drifted like leaves on the wind. The stories and songs of the gods began to feel like distant memories, as the very essence of what had sustained the empire for millennia began to fade, leaving behind a haunting silence. As the empire faced its twilight, the distant echoes of invasions grew louder, like the murmurs of an approaching storm. The Roman Empire, with its expansive reach and insatiable appetite for power, began to cast its gaze upon Egypt, drawn by the allure of its wealth and culture. The Great Nile, which had given life, now found itself at a crossroads, as the tides of history swept through its banks, altering the course of its destiny forever. In this gradual descent, the rhythms of daily life began to shift, as the people adapted to changing realities. The art of medicine, once a revered tradition steeped in ancient knowledge, began to intertwine with new practices and beliefs. Society, like the flowing waters of the Nile, was in constant motion, adapting to the currents that shaped its fate. And so, as we reflect on the fall of this great empire, we find comfort in the knowledge that even in decline, there is a beauty that lies beneath the surface. The echoes of ancient Egypt remind us that change is an inherent part of existence. As the stars begin to twinkle in the night sky, let the memories of this remarkable journey lull you into a peaceful slumber, where the stories of the past intertwine with the dreams of tomorrow, forever cradled in the enduring embrace of the Nile's gentle flow. As you close your eyes and drift deeper into a soft haze of relaxation, imagine the whispers of ancient Egypt still resonating in our world today. The legacy of this remarkable civilization, with its rich tapestry of traditions, innovations, and artistry, lives on, gently weaving its threads through the fabric of modern society. Feel the serene energy of the Nile, its waters carrying the stories of long ago, echoing through the ages, inviting you to explore the subtle ways these echoes continue to inspire and shape our lives. Picture the towering pyramids, their silhouettes etched against the horizon, a testament to human ingenuity and determination. These magnificent structures stand not merely as relics of the past but as enduring symbols of aspiration and achievement. Artists and architects today still look to the grandeur of these ancient wonders, drawing inspiration from their strength and beauty. The lines and form they crafted echo in our buildings and monuments, reminding us of the power of vision and creativity. Beyond the stones of the pyramids, think of the delicate art crafted by the hands of ancient artisans. The intricate hieroglyphs, painted pottery, and stunning jewelry reflect an appreciation for beauty and detail that transcends time. In the world of art, we can still feel the gentle touch of these ancient creators. Modern artists find solace and inspiration in their work, creating pieces that honor the past while expressing contemporary emotions, weaving the stories of ancient Egypt into the present. As you breathe in the calm air of this moment, let the gentle rhythm of the Nile guide your thoughts to the advancements made in the realms of science and medicine. The ancient Egyptians were pioneers, exploring the mysteries of the human body and the healing arts. Their understanding of anatomy and the natural world laid the groundwork for future discoveries. Today, as we delve into the realms of health and wellness, we honor their legacy, embracing holistic practices that echo their ancient wisdom. In the quiet of the night, you may reflect on how their knowledge continues to inform and inspire modern medicine, bridging the gap between the ancient and the contemporary. Feel the gentle sway of the Nile's waters as you consider the rich tapestry of belief that shaped the lives of those who walked its banks. The reverence for the divine, the connections to the celestial, and the understanding of the afterlife resonate deeply within the human spirit. Today, many still seek meaning through spirituality and connection to something greater, echoing the beliefs of those ancient souls who turned to the heavens for guidance and comfort. As you settle deeper into relaxation, allow these thoughts to weave a gentle lullaby, reminding you that the search for purpose is a timeless journey, one that links us to our ancestors in ways profound and beautiful. In the stillness of the night, the whispers of trade and exploration emerge, inviting you to envision bustling marketplaces filled with vibrant colors and the sounds of lively conversation. The ancient Egyptians were master traders, sharing their crafts and goods across vast distances. This spirit of connection and exchange lives on today in our global society, where cultures intertwine and blend, creating new experiences and shared stories. As you listen to the soft murmurs of the world around you, let yourself be enveloped in the warmth of this interconnectedness, feeling the bonds of humanity that span across time and geography. Now, as the night deepens, reflect on the concept of time and how it flows like the current of the Nile. Ancient Egypt flourished for millennia, each moment echoing into the next. Today, we carry the essence of their spirit within us, navigating our own paths through the river of time. The lessons learned, the stories shared, and the wisdom passed down remain vibrant, nudging us gently towards understanding and growth. In this quiet moment, embrace the notion that you too are part of this continuum, a thread in the grand tapestry of existence. As you let go of the day's worries, allow the echoes of ancient Egypt to cradle you in their embrace, wrapping you in a soft blanket of history and inspiration. The wisdom of the past whispers through the gentle breeze, inviting you to dream of the magnificent journey of this civilization, their triumphs, and their trials. In the tranquil space of your mind, you may find yourself walking among the ancient temples, feeling the weight of history beneath your feet, as the stories of those who came before you resonate softly in your heart. Feel the echoes of ancient Egypt guiding you into a deeper sleep, where the stars above seem to twinkle with the light of their stories. Each star a reminder of the legacies that continue to inspire, connect, and comfort us. Drift away on the tranquil waves of this history, knowing that you carry these whispers within you, forever intertwined with the essence of the Nile and the timeless spirit of those who once called its banks home. Let the soft, soothing echoes lull you, as you embrace the gentle embrace of sleep, cradled in the warmth of memories that bring both peace and inspiration. As you drift deeper into this serene journey, imagine the ancient Egyptians, gazing up at the vast night sky, filled with countless stars, each one a reminder of the eternity they sought beyond this earthly realm. Their beliefs in the afterlife were not merely stories or legends, they were woven into the very fabric of their lives, a comforting thread that connected the present with an endless horizon of existence. The concept of life after death filled their hearts with hope and shaped their daily rituals, guiding them gently towards a future where time and space blended into a tranquil continuum. In their eyes, the afterlife was a place of beauty, a mirror of the world they knew, where the fields were lush with crops and the waters of the Nile sparkled under a sun that never set. They envisioned a peaceful paradise, known as the Field of Reeds, where the souls of the departed would find rest, engaging in the simple joys of life, surrounded by the warmth of loved ones and the gentle sounds of nature. This serene land was a reward for those who had led righteous lives, a sanctuary where they could bask in the eternal light of the sun god Ra. To ensure a safe passage to this promised land, the ancient Egyptians meticulously prepared for death, believing that their physical bodies would need to endure in the afterlife. They embraced the art of mummification, a sacred process that preserved the body, wrapping it lovingly in linen, each fold a nurturing hug, each layer a gentle promise of eternity. They adorned their tombs with intricate illustrations and inscriptions, creating vivid scenes depicting daily life, festivals, and offerings, all meant to accompany the soul on its sacred journey. These images served as guides, inviting the departed to step seamlessly into their next adventure, where every moment was a continuation of the life they had known. As you imagine these peaceful rituals, picture the soft flickering of candles illuminating the dim chambers of grand tombs, the air filled with the sweet fragrance of incense wafting gently, carrying prayers to the heavens. Each offering made in honor of the deceased was a whisper of love, a reminder that they were never truly forgotten, always cherished, as their legacy continued to live on in the hearts of those left behind. The connection between the living and the departed was a delicate bond, cherished through the remembrance of stories, songs, and the soft murmur of prayers that flowed like water, nourishing the roots of their shared existence. In the quietude of the night, as you float in the gentle embrace of sleep, surrender to the idea that life is a cycle, a beautiful dance of beginnings and endings, where each breath is a testament to the love and wisdom passed down through generations. The ancient Egyptians believed that the soul, once freed from its earthly vessel, would journey through a realm of judgment, where the heart would be weighed against the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth and justice. In this delicate balance, the essence of one's life would be revealed, guiding the soul on its path to the eternal realm. With each gentle heartbeat, allow the echoes of this wisdom to wash over you, as you reflect on the stories of those ancient souls who sought understanding and peace in the great beyond. They were not afraid of what lay ahead, rather, they embraced it as a continuation of their journey, a chance to explore new realms and discover the mysteries that awaited them. Imagine their spirits soaring through the vast expanse of the universe, shimmering like stars, forever connected to the earth from which they came. As you nestle further into your dreams, consider the beauty of the afterlife as the ancient Egyptians envisioned it, a serene landscape where time flows like a gentle stream, where love transcends the boundaries of existence, inviting all souls to celebrate together in harmony. This vision of unity and peace lingers delicately in the air, a sweet reminder that even in separation, connections remain strong, and the heart continues to beat in rhythm with those who have journeyed ahead. With every breath you take, let the calming thoughts of this ancient wisdom fill your mind. Feel the presence of those who have walked before you, guiding you gently towards your own journey, illuminating the path with the light of their love. The afterlife, as they believed, is not an end but rather a beautiful continuation of the adventure, a place where the soul dances among the stars, creating memories that echo softly through the fabric of time. Allow yourself to be cradled in the warmth of this understanding, as you surrender to the stillness of the night. Like the gentle flow of the Nile, let your thoughts drift away, embracing the serenity of knowing that life continues, weaving together the stories of many into a tapestry of existence, rich with color, depth, and meaning. You are a part of this timeless journey, forever linked to the whispers of the past, as peaceful dreams rise like the sun, promising a new dawn filled with hope, love, and endless possibility. As you drift deeper into tranquility, let your mind wander to the enchanting echoes of ancient Egypt, a realm where the sands of time have settled gently around the monuments of a civilization that continues to captivate the heart and soul. The pyramids, those magnificent structures, rise against the horizon, their sharp silhouettes softened by the golden hues of twilight, inviting you to ponder the mysteries they hold within their stony embrace. The Sphinx, with its wise gaze, watches over the land, guarding secrets of ages past, a reminder of the stories that have danced through time, waiting patiently to be discovered in the quiet corners of your imagination. In this land of ancient wonders, the Nile flows serenely, a lifeblood that nourished dreams and aspirations, transporting you to a world where gods and goddesses walked among mortals, breathing life into the very air you inhale. You can almost hear the soft whispers of priests chanting in the temples, their voices rising and falling like the gentle waves of the river, weaving a spell of reverence and devotion that still resonates in the stillness of the night. The rituals performed under the shimmering stars echo through the ages, inviting you to partake in the sacred dance of existence, where every heartbeat is a connection to something greater than yourself. Imagine the vibrant marketplaces, alive with the colors of spices and textiles, where the scent of incense mingles with laughter and chatter, creating a tapestry of experiences that wrap around you like a warm embrace. The people of ancient Egypt, with their simple joys and profound wisdom, invite you to explore the richness of daily life, where love and community flourished under the watchful gaze of the sun. As you close your eyes, picture the artisans carving intricate hieroglyphs, their hands moving gracefully, telling stories of gods and kings, sealing their legacy into the walls that have withstood the test of time. As you surrender to the soothing rhythm of your breath, let the allure of ancient Egypt envelop you, a place where the past and present intertwine, creating a bridge that spans centuries, inviting you to walk upon it, feeling the warmth of the sun upon your skin and the cool breeze that carries with it whispers of wisdom. The legacy of art and architecture, the profound understanding of medicine and science, all find their roots in this ancient land, where knowledge was revered and shared, like a precious gift passed down through generations. The mystique of ancient Egypt does not fade with the setting sun, rather, it glows softly, illuminating the shadows of history with the promise of discovery. It invites you to explore the depths of your spirit, urging you to delve into the wonders of the cosmos and the connections that bind us all. You are reminded that each star in the night sky carries with it the essence of those who have walked before you, their dreams woven into the fabric of the universe, shining brightly, encouraging you to embrace your own journey and to dream without boundaries. In this moment of stillness, reflect on the powerful women of ancient Egypt, whose strength and grace carved paths through a world often defined by the rigid structures of power. They remind you that influence and leadership come in many forms, and that your own voice holds the potential to inspire and uplift those around you. As you drift further into relaxation, allow their spirit to guide you, encouraging you to dream big and to believe in the beauty of your own story. As the gentle waves of sleep begin to wash over you, let the echoes of the Valley of the Kings whisper sweetly in your ear, reminding you that every ending is but a new beginning. The journey toward the afterlife, rich with symbolism and meaning, paints a picture of what lies beyond, where the soul finds peace and continues to flourish amidst the stars. Imagine yourself stepping into this eternal realm, where the mysteries of existence unfold like the petals of a lotus flower, revealing the beauty of the journeys we all share. In the soft embrace of slumber, allow the lasting mystique of ancient Egypt to cradle you, inviting you to dream of its wonders and to feel the connection to the past as it breathes life into your present. Each thought, each image, each sensation is a thread in the grand tapestry of humanity, reminding you that you are never truly alone. The stories of those who came before you, their joys and struggles, their triumphs and tribulations, all coalesce into a harmonious symphony, echoing in your heart as you drift off to sleep, cradled by the whispers of time. As you surrender to the gentle pull of sleep, know that the wonders of ancient Egypt will always be there, waiting for you in the soft glow of your dreams. Embrace the serenity of the night, and let your heart be filled with the peace of knowing that the legacy of this magnificent civilization lives on, woven into the very essence of our shared humanity. Allow yourself to float on the waves of tranquility, dreaming of the beauty that surrounds you, until the dawn awakens you once more, refreshed and inspired by the lasting mystique of a world long past.